This is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Olanireti Ololade. The major headlines: Petrol war fallout, MMDPRA, NURPC, bosses resign as Dangote's petition rocks sector. Malami kicks after EFCC raids Kebbi Abuja homes. Tinubu hosts Niger Delta leaders, vows to defeat terrorism banditry. Uletide, FRSC begins crackdown on reckless drivers. Sports, Carabao Cup semis. City face Newcastle. Chelsea awaits Arsenal or Palace. Entertainment, actress Aduni Ade clears air on age controversy. Itele expresses joy as Kole Osho tops Nigeria's 2025 most searched serials. News in detail. Petrol war fallout. NMDPRA, NUPRC bosses resign as Dangote's petition rocks sector. Nigeria's petroleum sector was thrown into fresh uncertainty on Wednesday, following the resignation of the chief executive of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Farouk Ahmed, and its counterpart at the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, Kinga Kumolafe, amid the deepening controversy triggered by allegations and a petition filed by the president of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote. The presidency announced the resignations of the two regulators on Wednesday, a development widely seen as fallout from the escalating dispute between the Dangote refinery and the NMDPRA over fuel importation, pricing, and regulatory oversight in the downstream sector. The shake-up came days after Dangote publicly accused Ahmed of economic sabotage and petitioned the Independent Corrupt Practices Commission to investigate what it described as questionable personal wealth, including allegations that the regulator paid about $5 million for the secondary education of his four children in Switzerland. Malami kicks after EFCC raids Kebbi, Abuja homes. Operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission have raided the offices of private residences of the former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami in Abuja and Kebbi states. The raids were confirmed in a statement issued on Wednesday by Malami's media aide Mohammed Doka. According to Doka, the raid came shortly after Malami's office publicly referenced Chapter 9 of the Justice Ayo Salami Judicial Commission of Inquiry report. Doka claimed that the raid was for the purpose of seizing Chapter 9 of the report. He accused the EFCC chairman Ola Olukoyede of bias and demanded his recusal for matters relating to him. He described the timing and scope of the raids as troubling, raising questions about the motive, legality, and intent behind the action. Tinubu hosts Niger Delta leaders, vows to defeat terrorism, banditry. President Bola Tinubu has vowed that his administration will defeat banditry and terrorism, assuring all that security forces are fighting very hard to restore peace and stability across the country. Tinubu spoke on Wednesday night at the presidential villa Abuja when he received leaders of the Ogbia community of Bayelsa State, pledging that his government would sustain the push against violent groups while also expanding development interventions in the Niger Delta. The president's latest pledge came as communities in parts of the northwest, northeast, and north central continue to battle insurgency, banditry, kidnappings, and attacks on rural settlements, with the federal government repeatedly insisting that security operations have recorded gains through arrest and destruction of criminal networks. Tinubu told the Bayelsa delegation that the country's security challenges were numerous, but stressed that the government was not relenting as troops intensified operations against terrorists and bandits. Uletide, FRSC begins crackdown on reckless driving. The Ogun State Sector Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps has begun a crackdown on drivers across the state who engage in speeding and endanger their lives and those of other road users, particularly during the festive season. The spokesperson for the Sector Command, Afolabi Odusi Oyiwole, disclosed this in a statement sent to journalists on Wednesday. Odusi Oyiwole disclosed that that special operation, led by the State Sector Commander, Akinwumi Fashaki, is aimed at achieving the Corps' corporate goal of a 10% reduction in road crashes in the state, most of which have been attributed to speeding. He explained that during an operation carried out along the Shagamu Abuja Road, Fashaki and his team apprehended 16 drivers for speeding using a Lassa radar gun and subsequently booked them for traffic offences. Alaafin to confer chieftaincy titles on Seyi Tinubu, ex-Zamfara Governor Yari. The Alaafin of Oyo Oba Abimbola Hakeem Owade will on Sunday confer chieftaincy titles on the son of President Bola Tinubu, Seyi, and the former governor of Zamfara State, Abubakar Yari. This was confirmed in a statement by Director of Media and Publicity to the Alaafin, Bode Durojaye. According to the statement, Senator Yari will receive the chieftaincy title of Obaloyi of Yorubaland, representing love, compassion, justice, and a bridge between physical and spiritual realms, while Seyi Tinubu, a business magnate, will receive Okolomo of Yorubaland title, symbolizing a custodian of Yoruba values, unity, and cultural heritage. The statement concluded that both titles come with responsibilities, such as promoting Yoruba culture, advising the Alaafin, fostering unity, and advancing education and social welfare. Makinde rules out APC defection, pledges loyalty to PDP. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has dismissed speculations that he plans to defect the All Progressive Congress, insisting that he remains in the People's Democratic Party despite the opposition's party ongoing leadership challenges. Makinde spoke on Wednesday in Abuja during the public presentation of a book titled Headlines and Soundbites, Media Moments that Defined an Administrator, written by former Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed. Addressing an audience made up of political leaders and other dignitaries from across party lines, the Oyo governor said he was not prepared to follow any PDP governor who have defected to the ruling party. I am here for this book launch. I am not an APC member, and I am not about to report to the APC, Makinde said. He stressed that Nigeria's development would only be achieved through sincere collaboration among leaders, regardless of political affiliation, noting that partisan rivalry should not override the collective national interest. Residents protest demolition in Lagos communities. Residents of Mile 12 Central, in the Koshofe local government area of Lagos State, have protested the demolition of over 200 houses in their community, alleging that the exercise was carried out without prior notice. The protesters who stormed the Lagos State House of Assembly on Wednesday appealed to the Speaker Mudashiru Obasa to intervene and halt the demolition, which they said began on Monday. Speaking on behalf of the residents, the chairman of the Council Development Area, Tunde Ogundele, said the exercise was being carried out by officials of the task force and Lagos State Building Control Agency, who invaded the community and pulled down houses without any notice. He said, task force officials and LASPAC officials invaded our community on Monday without any notice. They have demolished more than 200 houses, and they are still demolishing them. We had a meeting with our representatives and decided to come here to seek help. We heard from a source that they want to destroy the houses to build estates. The owners of these houses bought their lands 50 to 60 years ago. We want the government to come to our rescue. We are law-abiding people, and we want to sit with them to know the way forward. The 72-year-old homeowner, Ganiyu Abdu, said he had lived in the area for more than 40 years and was devastated by the development. According to him, his sister's house in the community had already been demolished. Lagos College Provost jailed 3 years for forgery. The Lagos State High Court sitting in Ikeja on Wednesday convicted and sentenced the provost of Adonai Advanced Institute of Management, Samson Orijigo, to 3 years imprisonment for forging a notification of results on the letterhead of Lagos State University. Justice Modupe Nikokle convicted Orijigo on the 2-count charge of forgery, holding that prosecution provides its case beyond a reasonable doubt. The court found that Orijigo in 2015 at Badagry forged the notification of results issued to a student, John Chibuzo Okoro, using LASU letterhead to falsely represent the Adonai Institute was affiliated with LASU. Orijigo was arraigned on December 2, 2021, pleaded not guilty, and the trial began on March 8, 2022. The prosecution led by Mrs. Stella Rewaju Dawood called three witnesses, and tendered seven exhibits, while Orijugo testified in his defense. In her, in her judgment, Justice Nicole claimed held that the notification of the result tendered before the court was issued by the convict and was forged. She relied on evidence establishing that Aduna Institute had no affiliation with LASU, contrary to the representations made to the student and his mother. Ogun government cancels Awujale selection process. The Ogun state government has nullified the ongoing selection process for the vacant stool of the Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebuland. The vice chairman of the Fushenbua ruling house, Professor Fasi Yusuf, confirmed the development in a telephone interview on Wednesday. The Awujale stool became vacant following the death of Oba Sikiru Adetono, who passed away in July at the age of 91 after a 65-year reign. In a letter dated December 2025 and signed by the Secretary of the Ijebu Ode local government area, Oki Odebanjo, the Fushenbua ruling house was directed to produce the next Awujale. The governor gave the ruling house 14 days to conclude the selection process and submit the names of eligible candidates. Acting on the directive, the ruling house commenced the selection process which reportedly attracted no fewer than 60 princes and fixed Monday, December 15 for the screening of aspirants. However, the exercise was suspended after the state government summoned representatives of the Fushenbua ruling house and the Awujale Interregnum Administration Committee to a meeting on Tuesday. Five Lagos Osun herbalists face trial over fake $3 million and €280,000. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has said it will prosecute five herbalists arrested at shrines in Lagos and Osun states over the alleged possession of fake $3.4 million and €280,000. The FCC disclosed in a statement posted on its Facebook page on Wednesday that the arrest followed a report that the suspects allegedly swindled one Ali Masani of 26 million naira. According to the commission, the suspects were involved in defrauding unsuspecting members of the public under the guise of providing spiritual cleansing. The statement also noted that the suspects claimed they could conjure foreign currencies and hypnotize their victims into providing money for sacrifices reportedly required to produce the funds. Sports. Carabao Cup semis. City faced Newcastle. Chelsea awaits Arsenal or Palace. The English Football League has released the draw for the Carabao Cup semi-finals, confirming Manchester City will face holders Newcastle United. At the same time, Chelsea will await the outcome of the Arsenal Crystal Palace quarter-final. The draw, announced late Wednesday night on the AFL website, followed Manchester City's 2-0 victory over Brentford and Newcastle's stoppage time win over Fulham, which sealed their places in the last four of the competition. Chelsea earlier on Tuesday faced club legend Frank Lampard's side, Cardiff City, winning its late 3-1 away from home with a brace from Genako and Neto. A late Wednesday night release on the EFL website titled Carabao Cup semi-final draw revealed, as confirmed that the semi-final fixtures of the competition. According to the release, holders Newcastle United will face Manchester City, while Chelsea will play the winners of the quarter's final tie between Arsenal and Crystal Palace, scheduled for Tuesday, December 23rd. Manchester City booked their place in the semi-finals with a 2-0 victory over Brentford on Wednesday, setting up a meeting with Newcastle, who progressed after defeating Fulham through a stoppage time header by Lewis Millie. Entertainment. Actress Adunni Ade clears air on age controversy. Actress Adunni Ade has addressed rumors about her age, clarifying that she is not turning 50 and is not even 48. The confusion began after cinematographer Virtue sent her a direct message on Instagram, offering to cover her supposed 50th birthday celebration for free next year. In the message, Virtue wrote, "Hello Mama, good afternoon. My name is Virtue. I'm a cinematographer. My brand handle is at Virtue Shot It. I would love to cover your 50th birthday event next year for free. Just let me know when you are prepping and the event when you are ready, and the venue when you are ready." Adunni Ade responded with amusement at the attention her age is receiving, jokingly criticizing Nigerians for being overly concerned with how old she is. She also advised Virtue to focus on owning his craft, adding that she might consider him for her next party. It Itele expresses joy as Kole Osho tops Nigeria's 2025 Musash series. Actor and producer Ibrahim Yekini, popularly known as Itele, has made history with his latest movie Kole Osho as it becomes one of Nigeria's Musash series in 2025, rivaling global hits like Netflix Wednesday and Squid Game. The Yoruba actor attributed the success to organic growth, a real audience, and the impact of the movie, thanking the cast, crew, and viewers for their support. He wrote, "The record is loud. The growth is real. Grateful for the journey. Proud of the numbers, organic growth, real audience, real impact. This is only the beginning. The views don't lie. Consistency, hard work, and God's grace. We keep winning. Louder, bigger, better." From vision to views. Thank you to everyone watching, sharing, and supporting. Big thanks to the cast and crew. This win is ours. This is a win for us all, the Nollywood industry. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. My Koli Osho family, you are the best. I am truly humbled and deeply grateful. Truly grateful to at Shocking for the advance for the acknowledgement. Recap of the major headlines. Petrol war fallout. NMDPRA, NUPRC bosses resign as Dangote's petition rock sector. Malami kicks after EFCC raids Kebbi, Abuja homes. Tinubu hosts Niger Delta leaders vows to defeat terrorism and banditry. Hillside. FRC begins crackdown on reckless drivers. Sports. Carabao Cup semis. City faced Newcastle. Chelsea awaits Arsenal or Palace. Entertainment. Actress Adunia declares air on age controversy. Itele expresses joy as Kole Osho tops Nigeria's 2025 Musash series. Follow us on all our social media handles: Facebook at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_radio. For news reporting, contact us at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call or WhatsApp 091 2222 Special thanks to the news producer Olanireti. Thanks for watching. I'm Olanireti Ololade. Have a wonderful day. God bless you, Ifako.